Another difficult day, Carl.
Yeah, disappointed because felt like we had, like I said before last week, some green shoots. Certainly, in terms of the team we were able to put out, bringing Ethan back and Jayden and Danny Richardson joining in. Obviously, obviously training. A lot of coaches like to reference training, but you see it steps up a level. Everything's a little bit sharper. I guess bringing them back early, Jayden and Ethan, I'm referring to. Earlier than probably should have done, and it means you don't get your reps in and stuff like that. But I think that's why it hurts really, because we had a team capable of much more than what we showed out there.
Are you likely to get any more bodies back from injuries or players coming in or anything?
We've not got a lot on the injury table, to be fair. So the sticky situation is because we had to release a lot of our players. Then the only market we can jump into is the loan one. But we've got 8 as it stands. You can only play 6, and you can only have 6 in your squad, I think it is. So it's catch-22.
So pretty much what we're seeing out there right now is probably not far off what. Yeah,
we've got a couple of injured bodies, but but we're reasonably healthy really, so we're okay.
I think that second half as well, Saints seem to step it up a little bit more, made it a lot quicker around the ruck as well.
I thought the first half was set the scene, if I'm being honest. Like I said. Saints threw nothing at us that we didn't know that was coming. They play the game. They can't reinvent the wheel. They're a physical side. They test you physically. We know that. We knew what we had to do in terms of defending shapes and how we was going to deal with that. But the challenge is always physically, and we didn't win that or apply ourselves right from the start. And so you always get your reward at the end in terms of. There's a team looking good. There was always going to get, due to weight of possession and field position, get to have some fun at the end. So I just thought, actually, the whole game, I just don't think we was anywhere near. And full credit to Saints for being good at what they do, which is they play the game in its raw form, and they play tough, and then they get the reward at the end of it. So credit to them.
Still a belief that there are more wins out there for your side.
I mean we can't deviate from that as a staff. I think our staff have been positive every week throughout this journey, and will remain so. Your attitude and optimism is contagious within any environment. So we've got to lead from the front in that respect, and we will do.
You've played the Saints 3 times this season. I know there's been a lot of talk around. Some teams have played 3 within no space of time at all. When you come up against the Saints side who are clicked into form twice in as many weeks, does that sort of make you question why is the structure of this competition in terms of fixturing?
Well, to be honest, there's enough going on in a week for us to not even question it. We just whoever it is, prep and try and be consistent, and I think that's for yourselves as journalists to have an opinion on it if you think that, and the broadcasters, they're the ones that are filming it. So I think that's for you guys to step up instead of getting our opinions. We just try and be consistent. We just want to play teams week in, week out, whoever that may be.
Is it right that Johnny Vaughan went to hospital, and is there an update on that?
There's no update. I've come straight at the dressing room, so I think Johnny had dislocated his shoulder, and I think they were having some trouble getting it back in. He seemed, when he was in the dressing room at half time, and he was it wasn't fine. His shoulder was in a different position than it should be, but he was in good spirits, and other than his shoulder, he seemed fine. So I don't have the update.
It's always difficult ball playing with new half-backs, and you've done that a lot this season. Danny Richardson, could he be an option to keep him longer than the 2 weeks? Because that's when you might start seeing a better of him, or is that what's okay?
Yeah, he's been brilliant, Danny, and you know, you speak about playing with different halves. I think we've played with a different team most weeks. You know, quite a lot more in the recent weeks. It's been significantly different. So yeah, in terms of Danny, yeah, we like him, and he's obviously OKR's player, and his focus will remain there and try and force his way into that team for the big games. Any opportunities, you know, he's going to get there, and we'll support that. And but regardless of who's playing, I just think it's about standards and personal standards, and not accepting mediocrity, and not dipping your toe in the water. So we've got to treat as a staff, we've got to keep trying to help people progress on that journey, whether that be with us or anybody else, and hold them to account and keep standards up, and hopefully help people progress as well, again, whether that's with us or anybody else. So our job never deviates or never changes. So yeah, and fair play to the boys for 33 weeks. I don't think there's been many days where they've been off mentally in terms of not applying themselves in the right manner, but I just think today we was.